All right, so for today's class, we're going to be giving an overview of family reunion. I hope you guys all had a great family reunion week. And even though we weren't able to be together this year, I hope that you still all felt connected and learned something new. So the focus of this year's family reunion was really focusing on utilizing the Command platform. Now, I do want to point out that Command will be continuing to update and make changes to Command and the system to help stabilize the system, making it easier for you to use. Now let's go ahead and sign into Command. Right now I am at agent.kw.com and I'm going to sign in with my KW username and password. And I'll give you a moment to do the same as well. Now, once we sign in, that is going to bring us to our Command dashboard. And like I said, the main focus of Family Reunion this year was focusing on utilizing the technology available to you within Command. Now, from our homepage or our dashboard, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. And over here on the right, we're going to see our product updates. Now, Command is going to continue to make updates to their system over the next few months to help stabilize Command. And you can keep an eye on those updates over here in the product updates section. So every week you can see what has been updated. You can see some examples of that here. You can also scroll through previous updates. Right now we're looking at what's new. We can also change this by selecting this toggle here to what's next. You can actually see what's coming up next for Q1, Q2, and Q3. So coming soon, we have product tours and contacts, opportunities, and smart plans, an import wizard for easier contact importing, and printing is actually going to become available in design. So that's really exciting. Now, we also wanted to focus today on Facebook ads. Now, utilizing your technology this year was really important while most of us are working from home. And there's a great way to reach out to new clients and get new leads through Facebook ads run through Command. So I did want to give you a little overview today of running a Facebook ad in Command. Now, before we actually run a Facebook or any sort of advertising campaign through Command, we do need to go into our settings to make sure that everything is set up and ready to go. So from my Command dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and click Scott's name or my name, my name or Scott's name, your name at the top right. Click on your name and then click Settings. And I'll give you a moment to pull that up. Now, once we click on settings, this brings us into our applications. These are the different apps that we can connect to Command. Our connected apps will be toward the top. And you can scroll down and connect further apps. Now, for today, we're going to focus on running Facebook ads through Command. So we want to make sure that our Facebook ads manager is connected. So you can see ours is connected here. If you haven't connected this yet, this is going to be under this marketing automation section. And to connect any of these apps, all you would need to do is go to the right of the app you are connecting. Click Connect Account. And this is just saying that you have to have a Twitter. I'm connecting Twitter, so I have to have a Twitter account already connected. So for any one of those applications that you're trying to connect, just click that connect button on the far right, and it'll have you sign into that account. Once you authorize the app, that will be linked to Command. Now we can go in and actually focus on creating our ad. So I'm going to go back over to the left and click on the icon that looks like a megaphone. This is for our campaigns. Now, through Command, Keller Williams actually has a partnership with Facebook ads. So you are able to run Facebook ads through Command at a better rate. So that's why it's really important to go ahead and focus on running advertising campaigns through Command, because you're going to have a further reach and a better price as a Keller Williams agent. Now we're in our our campaign section here. And to create a new campaign, all we need to do is click Create a New Campaign up at the top right. From here, we're going to select Social Ad and enter our campaign name. So for your campaign, you'd probably want to call this the address. So for example, I'm going to run a listing, advertise a listing. So I'm going to call this the listing address. I'm going to advertise a listing, and then I'm going to select where my campaign will run. So I did see some questions asking about AHAs and different updates from Command or from Family Reunion. So the main focus of Family Reunion this year was utilizing the technology within Command. So they talked a lot about running Facebook ads and just better utilizing the system. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of actually running an ad here today. There are new things coming soon, but at the moment they did want us to focus on the systems that we currently have, improving upon those, and just utilizing them more to bring in new leads and attract more business. So I'm going to do that by advertising a listing here. I'm choosing to run this on Facebook, and I'm going to set up my campaign. Now, when we go in and actually create a campaign, it does give us the option to select a listing. So my ad that I'm running, this is for a listing, and this makes it really easy. I'm able to select my listing here from the KWLS 2.0. Now I'm going to search for my listing that I'm advertising here. I'm switching my view to all listings and all statuses, and I'm going to search for that listing by the address. I've found my listing here. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And when I use this, of course, you can manually add in your photos, text, what have you, but choosing your listing from the KWLS is going to make it really easy to pull over that information and quickly create your ad. Now, sometimes this preview and crop image pop-up, you'll see that it's not fully processing, so I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of there. Couple questions coming in. I am recording this. This will be on slmtraining.com. That's where you can find all of our recorded classes. And then somebody said, can we select more than one listing per Facebook ad? You can't select more than one listing from the KWLS, but you can manually add in multiple listing photos and write a description of the ad and add in more information, like something like, check out these new listings from the Realty Group. And then you could advertise it that way. So it would have to be manually done. Unfortunately, you would not be able to select more than one listing from KWLS. So I've selected my listing here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to work our way through these options over here on the left to build our ad on the right. So you can see, since we selected a listing, it already plugged in some information for us. So this is going to make it really easy to build our ad. So you can see it did add in main copy. It pulled text from our property description. For this section, you only get 250 characters, so I recommend keeping this short and sweet. Probably the first couple sentences from your property description, so I'm just going to shorten this a little bit. For my headline, I would probably do something like just listed in Fairview. Of course, you can use whatever you'd like. You get 100 characters for the headline, and you can see I'm building my ad over here on the right. Under description, they give suggestions like you could be coming home to this. You can shuffle these suggestions and see other options here, like schedule a private tour with me today. View photos and videos of this home. Basically, just a short description here. If you want to use these descriptions, you can say use suggestion and it'll plug that in for you. You can see it's populating over here on the right. So now our ad text is good to go. We have a green check mark in that bubble. So I'm going to click Save Ad Text. The next option is Add Media. We do need to add in photos. So you can add in photos or a video. For the video, they do recommend that you keep this short. It's right here, it says it should be 10 minutes or shorter, but when you actually view it, the best practices, they recommend 15 seconds or less. So if you're running a Facebook ad and you want to include a video, make sure that is short. Now, this is basically the photo for my ad that I'm running, and I have my listing selected already. So I'm going to choose from a listing. And you can see it pulled in all of my listing photos here. I'm just going to select this shot of the front of the house. And then click Preview and Crop Image. You can choose how you'd like to crop this. There are options for wide, square, vertical, or full portrait. So it's really up to you. I'm probably going to go with wide, and I can adjust this here and save image. So you can see now it plugged in the photo for my ad over here. That is good to go. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And I'm going to check this box here. You do have to add in a DBA logo and an ownership statement. You can see this is the ownership statement here. Each office is independently owned and operated, and it will plug a logo on either the right or left side of this ad. And you do have to actually upload the logo. Sometimes when you're configuring this ad at the beginning, you'll see a pop-up and it'll automatically crop that logo for you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and just select a logo off my computer. For the logo that you need, I would recommend checking with your office and your broker, probably your board as well, to make sure you're adding in the proper logo. So I just chose a KW logo I had on my computer. And this should be populating. Usually it's on the bottom right or left. It's not showing in this preview, but that is there. You do need to have that logo and an ownership statement because this is an ad. If you were just doing a Facebook post through campaigns, through post scheduling, the logo and the ownership statement I don't believe are required, but in an ad, they are required. So that looks good to go. I have my green check mark. I'm going to click Save Ad Media. Now let's go ahead and configure the Facebook ad. Now my Facebook account is currently connected. We did that at the beginning of class. We went into our settings and connected our Facebook page, or I'm sorry, our Facebook account. But from your personal account, you then need to select which business page this is for. So here's my personal Facebook account. And on this drop-down menu, I selected the Facebook page that I'm running this ad for. So when you're running ads, you're doing this for your business. This is not an ad run by your personal account. This would be for a business page that you have set up for your real estate business. Now under destination, this is basically how you're going to collect the leads for this ad. Now Command recommends that you use the Facebook lead generation form. And I'm trying to, it's not letting me select that here. But typically what you would do is you would select Use Facebook Lead Generation Form. When somebody clicks on your ad, it's going to bring up a lead gen form to collect their contact information. That contact information will then actually come over into your Command database. You'll be able to view your Facebook leads that you can collect if you run your ad. You'd be able to view them in Command if you run them through Command. Somebody asked how to add a business page to a personal page. We actually do have a short video on that. Let me go ahead and see if I can find that for you real quick. So that's what we do recommend. If you are going to be running or using Facebook for business, you definitely want to create a business page connected to your personal account. So we do have a video here. It says create a Facebook page in 10 minutes. I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat for you guys so you can utilize that. So again, it's not letting me select this right now, but you would want to use this Facebook lead generation form just to make sure that your leads are being collected. You can also choose to use a site or landing page if you have a landing page or a website that has a lead gen form on it, and then you would be able to link that here. So just for the purpose of today's class, to complete this ad, I'm going to add in a URL, but basically this destination is where your clients or whoever views this ad, where they'll be taken and how you're going to collect their data. So again, they recommend using the Facebook lead gen form just so that contact information is definitely collected and then it's actually brought over into Command for you. But if you have your own site or landing page that you've set up with a lead gen form, you can also link that here. You can see there is a call to action button, what they'll click on. You can choose any one of these options, learn more, sign up, contact us, or apply now. You can also select a landing page that you have created here in Command. All right, and the last thing in this section is ad targeting. How we're going to reach our audience, which audience we're going to reach with this ad. Now it is set automatically for us. We chose a listing out of KWLS in Fairview, Tennessee. So this is targeting people within 20 miles of Fairview. But if you'd like, you can also break this down further. So I'm going to click Use Custom Settings and target a custom audience. We do not recommend targeting your database because you're trying to collect new leads and make new connections. So I would not recommend targeting the people you already have connections with. I would target a custom audience to try and bring in new people to your real estate business. Couple great questions. Where do those leads show up in Command? I'll go ahead and show you where you can view those after we get this set up. And then somebody asked, if I choose Facebook lead gen form, do I still need a destination URL? No. If you choose Facebook lead gen, you will not need to add this in. Right now, it looks like mine is giving me an error. I can't select this, but I believe if you select this option, the destination URL is not required. But if you're having trouble with that when you're working on this, let us know and we can absolutely take a look for you. All right, so I want to set a custom audience of people I'd like to target, people I want to see my ad. So I think starting with 20 miles of Fairview, Tennessee is a good starting point, but I can also add in additional targeting by adding in interests here. So I can increase or refine my audience by targeting interests. I'm going to click Add or Change Interests here. And I'm going to start searching for interests. So we recommend adding in about 10. And we've used things like home repair, real estate, maybe real estate investing, luxury real estate. So these are targeting people with these interests. So just a better way to better target your audience and hopefully get a buyer for this property. Oh, and I'm not getting anything for luxury real estate there. Luxury property, there we go. You can also add in things like homes.com, realtor.com, and Zillow. So this is just to help better target our audience. This might be better for targeting people who are looking to buy a home. So I would recommend leaving this as or rather than and, because if you choose and, it's only going to target people who have all of these interests combined. If we leave it at or, they may have one or more of these. So I'm going to leave that as or, and we can see this is the type of audience that we are targeting. I have my green check mark up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save Facebook Ad. So I see you're choosing Facebook lead gen and it's still requiring a URL. That may be a temporary glitch because if you are adding that in, it should automatically go to that Facebook lead form. And you know what, actually, forgive me, you actually do need a link there. So under Facebook ad, I'm sorry, you actually do need a destination URL. You can choose to use a landing page or a website that has a landing page, but basically that URL is where this person will be taken once they click on this ad or click on the ad. So when they click on the ad, first you're choosing which form they're going to see. So that's why we recommend using the Facebook lead gen form. But basically, the destination URL is where they're going to go once they click on this ad. So for example, I'm going to pull up the website, the agent's website where this listing came from. And that's once somebody clicks on this ad, they're going to go to that web page. So this is a web page this is a page on their website that I've pulled up this specific listing. So I apologize. You do need to add in a destination URL here. That's just where somebody's going to go when they click on this ad. But the first part of this is when they click on the ad, are they going to go to a Facebook lead generation form first, or are they just going to go directly to whatever landing page you select? And hopefully that landing page you select has a lead gen form on it. So for this, I would recommend choosing Facebook lead gen form, and then you do need to add in that destination URL. That's where they're going to go when they click on the ad. So that looks good to go. The last thing we need to set up is our duration and budget. Now, the minimum that you can choose for this is $1 a day. They recommend running an ad for at least 10 days. So you can see they've selected 10 days for me starting tomorrow. You can click on this calendar button here to choose different dates. Whoop. And then choose the total campaign budget. Again, the minimum is $1 a day. So if I change this to 10, I will hit my $1 a day minimum. And I'm going to click Save Duration and Budget. So now you can see my ad is good to go. We've gone through these different items over here on the left. We have green check marks next to everything, and this is a preview of what my ad will look like. I can also view this on a web feed or on mobile to see what this ad will look like. All right, from here you can choose to publish the campaign. This will start running on that selected date. I'm actually going to click Save as Draft. And that's going to take us back to our campaigns dashboard. We can see now we're still in campaigns, but now we're looking at paid ads. And we can view information about the ads that we are running. So we can see ours is in draft status here. Once this starts running, we will be able to monitor how it's doing. So we can see the duration and see how many clicks per milli. This is the cost per 1,000 times the ad was viewed. Cost per click, the cost per times that this ad was clicked, and then the cost per lead captured. So these will run for the budget. They'll run for 10 days, but it'll go based on the budget that you have set up here. And then somebody did ask about the leads. So up here toward the top, you can see it says leads captured. If you have captured any leads, there will be a number in this section. And if you click here, this little arrow, it'll actually take you into your database and pull up those leads that you have captured, and they should appear here. So back to that campaigns dashboard, right here is where you would view those Facebook leads. That's the most accurate way to go into your database and view the leads that you have captured. So again, that is just a quick overview of running paid ads, Facebook ads through Command. We actually do have a full hour-long class taught by Elizabeth. It's usually on Mondays. I believe it's already been taught this month, but that is recorded on our website, slmtraining.com. But Command, our family reunion this year, really wanted us to focus on utilizing Command more and bringing in new leads through Facebook ads. So again, because you're a Keller Williams agent, you do get a better rate of running your ads through Command. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of actually setting up a paid advertising campaign through Command for Facebook here today. Now, the last thing I wanted to touch on today, just for our quick family reunion overview, if you were not able to watch Family Reunion this year, you can check out outfront.kw.com. This is basically the editorial arm of Keller Williams. And if you scroll down, you can see recent stories about Family Reunion. So Inspirational Morning 2021, Planning for the Future, and then the Vision 2021. So you can come here and read more about those items, those discussions that happened. If I click on this one, for example, you can get an overview of the Vision 2021. And the full Vision 2021 speech is set to happen on March 3rd, so keep an eye out for that as well. And that is actually about it for our class today. So I know there were some additional questions. If you guys need further help with running your ads or fully utilizing your KW technology, please feel free to reach out to us. I have our contact information pulled up here. We're available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. You can reach us by phone or by email. I did record this. You can find all of our classes on slmtraining.com. But I hope you guys had a great family reunion week. I hope everybody who's experiencing these storms is staying safe and warm. And if you have further questions, reach out and we'll talk to you soon.